Hello, scientists. Welcome back to our science lesson on our Science Sky unit. This is lesson 7, and our essential question is, how long is the sun in the sky? Before we get started, grab your science notebook. Hopefully you're starting to remember to bring that with you. Open up your science notebook to page 11. And let's look at that page. It asks, how long is the sun in the sky? Phenomenon. When I wake up in the summer, it's light outside. But in the winter, it's dark. What do you wonder about this phenomenon? We have a sentence starter there. I wonder. Please finish that sentence for yourself. What do you wonder about this phenomenon? Go ahead and pause the video if you need an extra minute or so. How long is the sun in the sky? The sun is in the sky from sunrise to sunset. When does the sun rise? When does it set? Our science word for today's lesson is season. Sunrise to sunset. Think about when you went to bed last night. Had the sun set? The sun may set long before your bedtime. It may set after you go to bed. The sun sets at different times. The sun rises at different times too. It may rise long before you wake up. It may rise after you wake up. The sun does not always rise and set at the same time. Is there a pattern? Select the appropriate term for the blank. The sun rises and sets at blank times each day. Does it rise and set at the same time each day? Or at different times each day? What do you think the answer is? Now wait a second, what do you think? All right, 1, 2, 3, tell me. Yes, the answer is at different times each day. The sun rises and sets at different times each day. Good job. You have already learned about one sky pattern, the pattern of day and night. Suppose it is night. What comes next? After night comes day. How do you know? Because we see that happen over and over and over again in our lives, right? So what would come after day? Night. Yes. And that pattern would just repeat day, night, day, night, day, night. In this investigation, you will explore another pattern, the pattern of the seasons. Look at the pictures of the 4 seasons. Suppose it is fall. What season comes next? How do you know? What happens next? What is the pattern? How are the seasons a pattern? So we go from fall to winter to spring to summer, and then it starts all over again. Fall, winter, spring, summer. Fall, winter, spring, summer. Just like that. In some places, winter has snow. In other places, it is not cold enough to snow. The seasons are different in different places. What is each season like where you live? Start with winter. Is it hot or cold, rainy or snowy? So in winter in Washington State, it is cold and rainy and sometimes snowy. Do you go to school in the winter in Washington? Yes. Yes, we do. In Washington State, we go to school during the winter. And what do you like to play outdoors? We have all kinds of great things to play outdoors in Washington State, don't we? And what special events happen in winter in Washington State? Wow, we have so many things going on in Washington State. Think about it. What did you do during the winter? Now you can pause and you and your family could talk about this. Okay, grab that workbook. Open up to page 12 in your workbook. The investigation is called Little House in Four Seasons. So we're going to write the number of hours of daylight the little house gets each season. Are you ready? So each season is different. One of the ways the seasons are different is how long the sun is in the sky. How long is the sun in the sky in different seasons? Be ready to write the number of hours for each season. We're going to do this together. Summer. It is the first day of summer at the little house. This animation will show the number of hours the sun is in the sky. Each sun is 1 hour. So let's count the number of hours in the daylight, of daylight together. So the sun will rise in the east and set in the west. How many suns do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 15 hours of sun, of daylight in the summer. Let's write a 15 right there in the box where it says summer. 15 hours of daylight. Okay, let's talk about the fall. Now, it is the first day of fall at the little house. Click the image to play the animation, and it shows the number of hours the sun is in the sky. Let's count the number of hours of daylight together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, now we know 12 hours of daylight in the fall. Let's add that to our page. Fall, 12 hours of daylight. You're doing a good job. Thanks for helping me count. It's winter. Now it's the first day of winter at the little house. Click the picture to play the animation. It shows the number of hours the sun is in the sky. Let's count the number of hours of daylight together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hours of daylight in the winter. Let's write that in. Now make sure you go to winter next. 9 hours of daylight. Spring. Now it is the first day of spring at the little house. Click the picture to play the animation. It shows the number of hours the sun is in the sky. Let's count the numbers of hours of daylight together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 hours of daylight in spring. Let's write that on our page 12. 12 hours of daylight in the spring. I see something interesting. In the summer has the most hours of daylight, and the winter has the least. But both fall and spring have a similar amount. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? Let's talk about our vocabulary words. So we started with the word seasons. See that in the middle? There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. Let's all say those together. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Nicely done. So open your science workbook to page 13. We're going to use the information from page 12 to color in the chart correctly. I'll do the first one, summer. On the chart, it says summer has 12 hours of daylight. So I am coloring 12 boxes for 12 hours. See that? Why don't you grab your crayons and pause the video while you grab those crayons. And you can do this one with me. Now that you have your crayons, your homework is to complete this page on your own. So we did summer together, 12 hours. Next, you're going to look at your chart and do the fall, and then the winter, and then spring. That's all of your homework. So finish that, and then you're all done. Thank you very much. Can't wait to see you again.